Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Pass away rapidly. Decrease rapidly and disappear. Travel through the air, be airborne. Man cannot fly. Run away quickly. Flap consisting of a piece of canvas that can be drawn back to provide entrance to a tent. Operate an airplane. An opening in a garment that is closed by a zipper or by buttons concealed under a fold of cloth. Baseball. A hit that flies up in the air. Be dispersed or disseminated. Rumors and accusations are flying. British informal, not to be deceived or hoodwinked. Cause to fly or float. Fly a kite. Change quickly from one emotional state to another. Fly into a rage. Display in the air or cause to float. Fly a kite. Fisherman's lure consisting of a fishhook decorated to look like an insect. Hit a fly. Move quickly or suddenly. Transport by aeroplane. We fly flowers from the Caribbean to North America. Travel in an airplane. She is flying to Cincinnati tonight. Travel over, an area of land or sea, in an aircraft. Lindbergh was the first to fly the Atlantic. Two-winged insects characterized by active flight. Pass away rapidly. The dressed skin of an animal, especially a large animal. Of persons or their actions, able or disposed to inflict pain or suffering. Cause to fall by or as if by delivering a blow. Seam made by turning under or folding together and stitching the seamed materials to avoid rough edges. Sew a seam by folding the edges. The act of felling something, as a tree. Cease to exist. An entire civilization vanished. Pass away rapidly. Become invisible or unnoticeable. The effect vanished when day broke. Decrease rapidly and disappear. The money vanished in Las Vegas. Get lost, as without warning or explanation. Decrease rapidly and disappear. All my stock assets have vaporized. Turn into gas. Lose or cause to lose liquid by vaporization, leaving a more concentrated residue. Kill with or as if with a burst of gunfire or electric current or as if by shooting. In this computer game, space travelers are vaporized by aliens. Travel through the air, be airborne. An addition that extends a main building. A stage area out of sight of the audience. A barrier that surrounds the wheels of a vehicle to block splashing water or mud. In Britain they call a fender a wing. The side of military or naval formation. A group within a political party or legislature or other organization that holds distinct views or has a particular function. They are the progressive wing of the Republican Party. A hockey player stationed in a forward position on either side. A movable organ for flying, one of a pair. A unit of military aircraft. In flight formation, a position to the side and just to the rear of another aircraft. One of the horizontal airfoils on either side of the fuselage of an airplane. The wing of a fowl. He preferred the drumsticks to the wings. Run away quickly. Run away quickly. Flap consisting of a piece of canvas that can be drawn back to provide entrance to a tent. Flap consisting of a piece of canvas that can be drawn back to provide entrance to a tent. Flap consisting of a piece of canvas that can be drawn back to provide entrance to a tent. Flap consisting of a piece of canvas that can be drawn back to provide entrance to a tent. Operate an airplane. Something that serves as a model or a basis for making copies. A program exemplifying a contemplated series, intended to attract sponsors. Someone who is licensed to operate an aircraft in flight. An inclined metal frame at the front of a locomotive to clear the track. Operate an airplane. The pilot flew to Cuba. Small auxiliary gas burner that provides a flame to ignite a larger gas burner. Act as the navigator in a car, plane, or vessel and plan, direct, plot the path and position of the conveyance. A person qualified to guide ships through difficult waters going into or out of a harbor. An opening in a garment that is closed by a zipper or by buttons concealed under a fold of cloth. Baseball. A hit that flies up in the air. Condition of heightened watchfulness or preparation for action. Bombers were put on alert during the crisis. Warn or arouse to a sense of danger or call to a state of preparedness. We alerted the new neighbors to the high rate of burglaries. Engaged in or accustomed to close observation. Caught by a couple of alert cops. Mentally perceptive and responsive. An alert mind. Quick and energetic. A warning serves to make you more alert to danger. An automatic signal, usually a sound, warning of danger. Engaged in or accustomed to close observation. Experiencing or accompanied by sleeplessness. 20 watchful, weary, tedious nights. Move past. Pass by. Be called. Go by a certain name. Be or act in accordance with. Pass by. Pass by. Pass by. 3 years elapsed. Pass by. Continue a certain state, condition, or activity. Cooperate or pretend to cooperate. Pass by. Leave furtively and stealthily. Pass by. Move past. A black limousine passed by when she looked out the window. Eliminate from the body. Grant authorization or clearance for. A usually brief attempt. Success in satisfying a test or requirement. His future depended on his passing that test. Come to pass. Of advancing the ball by throwing it. A team with a good passing attack. Pass from physical life and lose all bodily attributes and functions necessary to sustain life. A document indicating permission to do something without restrictions. The media representatives had special passes. Cause to pass. She passed around the plates. Be superior or better than some standard. Transmit information. Pass along the good news. Go unchallenged. Be approved. Pass over, across, or through. Place into the hands or custody of. Sports. The act of throwing the ball to another member of your team. The pass was fumbled. Pass into a specified state or condition. Make laws, bills, etc. or bring into effect by legislation. They passed the amendment. A difficult juncture. A pretty pass. Stretch out over a distance, space, time, or scope. Run or extend between 2 points or beyond a certain point. A permit to enter or leave a military installation. He had to show his pass in order to get out. Pass by. A bad or difficult situation or state of affairs. Travel past. The sports car passed all the trucks. Disappear gradually. The pain eventually passed off. American football. A play that involves one player throwing the ball to a teammate. The coach sent in a passing play on 3rd and long. Baseball. An advance to first base by a batter who receives 4 balls. The location in a range of mountains of a geological formation that is lower than the surrounding peaks. We got through the pass before it started to snow. An automatic advance to the next round in a tournament without playing an opponent. Go successfully through a test or a selection process. She passed the New Jersey bar exam and can practice law now. Be inherited by. Use up a period of time in a specific way. Any authorization to pass or go somewhere. The pass to visit had a strict time limit. Accept or judge as acceptable. The teacher passed the student although he was weak. A complimentary ticket. The star got passes for his family. A flight or run by an aircraft over a target. The plane turned to make a second pass. Allow to go without comment or censure. The insult passed as if unnoticed. Go across or through. We passed the point where the police car had parked. Military, a written leave of absence. He had a pass for 3 days. One complete cycle of operations, as by a computer. It was not possible to complete the computation in a single pass. Throw, a ball, to another player. Smith passed. Transfer to another, of rights or property. Our house passed under his official control. A mistake resulting from inattention. Pass into a specified state or condition. Pass by. 3 years elapsed. Go back to bad behavior. Drop to a lower level, as in one's morals or standards. A failure to maintain a higher state. A break or intermission in the occurrence of something. A lapse of 3 weeks between letters. End, at least for a long time. The correspondence lapsed. Let slip. He lapsed his membership. Decrease in size, extent, or range. Lessen the authority, dignity, or reputation of. Move downward and lower, but not necessarily all the way. The barometer is falling. The act of surrendering, usually under agreed conditions. Come into the possession of. When a wrestler's shoulders are forced to the mat. Fall from clouds. Rain, snow and sleet were falling. Lose an upright position suddenly. A sudden decline in strength or number or importance. The fall of the House of Habsburg. Fall or flow in a certain way. Fall to somebody by assignment or lot. A sudden sharp decrease in some quantity. When that became known, the price of their stock went into free fall. A free and rapid descent by the force of gravity. Touch or seem as if touching visually or audibly. Decrease in size, extent, or range. Come as if by falling. A downward slope or bend. The season when the leaves fall from the trees. In the fall of 1973. The time of day immediately following sunset. They finished before the fall of night. A sudden drop from an upright position. Come under, be classified or included. Fall into a category. Be inherited by. A lapse into sin. A loss of innocence or of chastity. A fall from virtue. A movement downward. The rise and fall of the tides. Assume a disappointed or sad expression. Be born, used chiefly of lambs. Be captured. Be cast down. Be due. Payments fall on the first of the month. Begin vigorously. Come out. Issue. Descend in free fall under the influence of gravity. Die, as in battle or in a hunt. Several deer have fallen to the same gun. Drop oneself to a lower or less erect position. Go as if by falling. Lose office or power. Lose one's chastity. A fallen woman. Move in a specified direction. The line of men fall forward. Occur at a specified time or place. Christmas falls on a Monday this year. Pass suddenly and passively into a state of body or mind. Fall into a trap. Slope downward. The hills around here fall towards the ocean. Suffer defeat, failure, or ruin. We must stand or fall. The lapse of mankind into sinfulness because of the sin of Adam and Eve. To be given by assignment or distribution. To be given by right or inheritance. Yield to temptation or sin. A process of becoming smaller or shorter. The act of decreasing or reducing something. Decrease in size, extent, or range. The amount of homework decreased towards the end of the semester. A change downward. There was a decrease in his temperature as the fever subsided. Make smaller. He decreased his staff. The amount by which something decreases. decrease in size, extent, or range. Make smaller. Wear off or die down. Change location. Move, travel, or proceed, also metaphorically.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.